Hi everyone, Rajee Narinesingh here, transgender activist, author, and actress. So, what a day! I just got back from a beautiful ceremony. Today is November 20th. It's Transgender Day of Remembrance. And on the way to the program, I couldn't help to think about the Mexican people and how they have a day every year called the Day of Death where they honor their ancestors. I thought, wow, we transgender people also have a day of death where we honor our fallen. Yes, transgender people from all around the world that have been murdered just for being who they are. Scary. The ceremony was so moving, and when I tell you the dynamic people that came out to honor our fallen, transgender people with our allies. Jazz Jennings and her family was there. It was great to connect with them. It was great to connect with, oh my God, so many fabulous people that were there. As I experienced the ceremony, I sat there and I couldn't help to think to myself, Raji, you're a survivor. Oh, I've had some close calls, not just one or two, I've had a few of them. I remember one in particular where a group of guys they targeted me because I was trans and they beat me up pretty bad. But in that moment, I just felt so much gratitude. And then I felt so much love and respect for our fallen, our trans sisters and brothers that have lost their lives just for being who they were. Some people that were there were asked to pick a name and read it during the ceremony, and I was one of the ones. And it's funny, as I went to pick the name, I was kind of praying that I would get the right and perfect person to represent. And I reached for the name, and a name fell in my purse. And I thought, okay, I guess this is the person. Yes, so I got Kiana Blakeney, 22 years of age. Cause of death, upper body trauma. Location of death, Rockville, Maryland, USA. Date of death, May 1st, 2016. As I held this piece of paper with her name on it, I just felt like, oh my goodness, this was a human being that had hopes and dreams. And all she was trying to do is live her authentic truth. And she lost her life for it. 22 years old with so much life ahead of her. That night that I got beaten up, I laid in my bed and I was broken. I mean, two busted, two black eyes, swollen face, a busted lip. You could actually pull my lip apart. I was bleeding. I was broken physically, mentally, and spiritually. And I found myself pleading with God. I was like, God, why am I this way? Like, why do I have to be like this? Almost blaming myself. And then I thought, but this is how I've always been. I mean, I remember 4 years old feeling different from the other boys. And times in my life where I tried to conform, people saw right through me. It was like they were seeing the girl even when I was looking like a boy. And then I laid in the bed thinking, well, if I had died tonight, would I have died knowing that I tried to make things better about the situation? I've always been an activist. I mean, even in high school, the United Way, the Red Cross, the community hospital. But in that moment, laying in my bed after being beaten because I was transgender, I thought, I have to do something about this. You can sit down and complain about a situation, or you can stand up and try to make change. And it's been an 18-year battle. I mean, fighting the good fight in the trenches, passionate about trying to make things better for me and my people. I've seen some progress, yes, for us trans people. Here in America, and there's a number of countries where things are getting better, but of course, there are still countries where every day it is a matter of life and death for a transgender person. Okay, so things have gotten better. We've seen some momentum with equality. But as I sat there today, hearing the names of our fallen, I said to myself, we've come a long way, but we still have a very long way to go. To think that you can be killed because of who you are. Like, I could actually be killed because I'm transgender. It is scary. All we're trying to do as transgender people is live our authentic truth and be a part of this world that's just so diverse. I mean, that's what makes the world beautiful. I wish more people could see that. So, the people that we honor today, they're not victims. They are our heroes. These people are our heroes. These people stood in their truth against many odds. They lost their lives because they were standing in their truth. I know that we stand on the shoulders of them. All of the spirits that have gone on. And the way to make it so their lives and their deaths weren't in vain is for us to continue moving forth and fighting the good fight. I don't know how much longer I have on this planet, but I do know that as long as I'm here, I am going to make a stand for equality and justice for my transgender people and for all. Love, peace, and blessings.